established musician, but a mentor to many, and became a well-known and well-loved personality in Phoenix, and really just such a joy. I mean, the guy had fantastic quick sayings. He was very smart and witty. He was filled with all sorts of folksiness that was so the blues. He was a proud bluesman, very happy to support the blues and the people who were there. He was a spokesman and ambassador. He was just great. So anyway, Chico did come out, and I'm trying to recall the year that he came out. I think it was 1998 that he came out, and he died in 2009, 20 years later. Chico could have gone anywhere, but he wanted to stay in Phoenix because he had a support system there. And we got to partner up on so many great things. In addition to this band, Chico Chisholm and the Chistones, later on, as I started the Rhythm Room, he would be the centerpiece of the Rhythm Room All-Stars. And then he'd be my right-hand man at all of the recording sessions, sometimes even helping me arrange them because he had such great friendships with everybody in the blues. He was one of the most well-traveled and well-known artists. When we traveled together to Chicago, he'd say to some of his friends, "When you come into my club?" "Chico, you got a club?" He goes, "Yeah, the Rhythm Room." That was Chico's club. And he was our ambassador, and he represented well. And at a point, Chico fell into ill health. He had a stroke, and he was confined to a walker, and at a point, even a wheelchair. But it wouldn't matter what shape Chico was in. He would still want to get out there and participate. He never wanted to be left out. He'd be out every night around the blues, and he would always have encouraging words for all the musicians, always had acceptance and kindness. And wherever he was at, people would crowd around him to greet him. It was just the thing that Chico had. He was truly one of those heaven-sent people.
This fast life I'm living, I think I've shot my years.
Yeah, I really miss Chico. I remember my younger days. I was a music store manager in Los Angeles. You know the story. And I would travel to Phoenix for shows at the Rhythm Room. And during this time, I would stay at Chico's house. And of course, his living arrangements were pretty unusual, and usually it involved me sleeping on a vinyl pool mattress.
Yeah, Chico had this 2-room apartment in Tempe, and one of the rooms, Chico was the ultimate pack rat. One of them was just where the bed was. It was filled with all of Chico's knickknacks, his memorabilia, his junk, things that he wondered what relevance it had in his life, but it was something that Chico could expound some great story about.
Yeah, he would never let me stay on the bed. But
yeah, I think he slept on the couch
most of the time.
Yeah.
Somebody call my mama, tell her that she mighty. Tell her to pray for me, forgive me for all my sins. When my father see my body, tell him please don't shed no tears. When my father see my body, tell him please don't shed no tears. This fast life I'm living, think of shorting my years.
You're listening to Blues America. Blues America. Blues America.
when you dead, you done. So let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. I don't care if you're young or old. Get together and let the good times roll. Don't sit there mumbling, talking trash. If you wanna have a ball, you gotta go out and spend some cash and let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. I don't care if you're young or old. Get together and let the good times roll. Hey, Mr. Landlord, lock up all the doors. When the police comes around, just tell them that the journey's closed and let the good time roll. Let the good time roll. I don't care if you're young or old. Get together and let the good times roll. Hey, tell everybody, Mr. King's in town. Got $1.25. Just ran the clown. But don't let nobody play me cheap. I got 50 cents more that I'm gonna keep. So let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. I don't care if you're young or old. Get together and let the good times roll. No matter whether it's rainy weather, birds of a feather got to stick together. So get yourself under control. Go out and get together and let the good times roll.
Wait a minute, Big Mama. Blues America will be right back.
Blues America, 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 America.
Blues America gotta pay the rent, baby. Become a Blues America sponsor and promote your business on the show while helping to keep the blues alive. Your message will reach thousands of potential customers on the radio and online. We have affordable sponsorship packages to meet your marketing and media objectives. For more info, visit bluesamerica.com or email bluesamerica@gmail.com.
Hey kids, let mom help with your science project.
This new mom wants her kids' science project to thrive. Too bad she hasn't cracked a science book since 1985.
A metathesis reaction?
Compounds, mixtures, and elements. Even this baking soda volcano is too big of an experiment. Whoa. Now she's completely forgotten the periodic table. Now she's burning a hole through the kitchen table. Burning with science. But her kids' love for their mom is truly transparent. Proof you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Don't tell Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Blues America. 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 Now that's some home cooking.
This is Blues America, and I'm your host, Drew Verbis. If you just tuned in, let me tell you what you're doing. I'm speaking with special guest, my mentor and blues hero, the critically acclaimed blues producer and harp master, Bob Corritore. If you missed the first part of the interview, check out our 2-hour streaming audio version available now at our website, bluesamerica.com. So, Bob, you're the owner of the Rhythm Room Concert Club, and it would seem that that has given you this wonderful advantage to bring the blues world to you and allow you to record your blues hero and eventually become this wonderful brand name yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's probably very few people that are booking. I eventually became the owner outright of the Rhythm Room. There are very few people that are in that position that are also band leaders and musicians and producers. And so I synergized all of those aspects, and as different artists would come through, I realized this might be my one shot to bring Jimmy Rogers into the recording studio. I ended up bringing him into the recording studio twice, but as you would work out the deals, you might be able to offer him a little bit more with some studio work. And it was something where I really tried to take advantage of that, especially with some of the artists very prone to playing with harmonica players, some of the greats. There's a bunch that got away that I never were able to record in their life that I wish I would have been able to, but I got so many. I'm sitting on master tapes of countless sessions of great things I was able to do. So I made that a priority in my life to try and document all that I could. While all that was going on, my parents were suffering some ill health at the twilight of their life, and I waited until both my dad and my mom had passed away before I put out my first release. My dad had died in 1994, my mom 1998. So in 1999, I put out All-Star Blues Sessions, somewhat shyly, wondering if I would find acceptance, because these were my little jewels that I had recorded over a number of years, and I put it out there into the world, and people said, "Who is this Bob Corritore? Who is this guy?" But they liked the record, and it led to the next, and to the next, and to the next, and I guess I found my place as a name brand in the blues at some point.
Made my home in Chicago, born in the Mississippi hills. Oh yeah. Made my home in Chicago. I was born in Mississippi hills. Life in the city so different, couldn't even find no whiskey still. All the bright lights and tall buildings, just as far as I can see. When I stepped off the train, y'all, I thought the big building would fall on me. Oh yeah. You can take me out the country, but you can't take the country out of me.
We've been talking about your roots and transition here to Phoenix, and in the past few years you've developed another working relationship with a down-home blues artist on several collaborations, and of course I'm speaking about local artist Dave Riley.
Dave's not really a local musician. He was born in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and then spent time in Chicago, and so he has elements of all of that. But Dave is one of the most down-home blues guys imaginable. You know, we'll do shows, and oftentimes the majority of what we'll play will be in the key of E, open string, down-home country blues, and it's a real joy to play with Dave. He has a great sense of song. He's a storyteller, and he's a great songwriter. He understands hooks and all sorts of cool things. And on top of that, we enjoy each other as people. Dave is a little bit of a salty dog, and there's times in the 10 years of us playing together, that we've, had our differences, and we both come from such different places. I'm definitely a city boy, and he's definitely a country boy. So we've been head to head a few times on a few things, but, in the middle of it all, we do care very much for each other, and we know that when we get together to play music, it's a very, very special thing. So we cherish the ability to do that. And we put out 3 records together. The first one we almost did as an afterthought. I just enjoyed playing with Dave, and we went in the studio. And after we got done with the second session, we were like, Dave,